took this trade in the G period after we swept that F period high. And that's also where the VWAP is at, that dashed dot line. That's a session VWAP. We are sitting above the RTH VWAP. So that's the first area that I want to get through. And then we need to get through that POC. So I'm looking for reactions, at those levels. And if you look at that 5-minute or the TPO, you can see how it's kind of stepping down. That was to me, that was the obvious, next phase of this rotation as it was stepping down right there. I pointed them out with the arrows. And then the next area that I would look at is that low volume node. And you can really see it on the 5-minute. I got an arrow there pointing it out. That's the first area that I would, want to take a contract. That lines up with that F low as well. I thought if we come down there, especially if we stopped like right here instead of headed back up, we were definitely going to go higher and maybe break over that, extend the G high. Right in here, take one. It's moving pretty fast at this point, so I was a little bit late on that execution. It kind of, I thought once we, it was moving so fast, I thought that it, was going to push right through there. So it was kind of an error on my part. Then we really get a bounce, so I'm a little bit worried that we're going to do, like I was saying, we're, because we didn't break that F flow, are we going to push that G higher? Test that, test the G high again. Kind of get stuck on this RTH VWAP here. And I was actually going to add the one that I took back in. That's what I'm looking at now in that 5-minute chart. But I wanted it to pop up right there and test that, kind of get rejected off that RTH VWAP. And it really never comes off this POC. And I was trying to stick to my overall concept that we would, we got swept that high, that we should, I thought at least come down to that overnight low, which was my first ultimate target. Right there, it almost did, like I was saying, where it would, bump up and touch that RTH VWAP and get rejected out of there. So I could have added that contract back in there, but it just never comes off that POC. And then when it starts heading lower again, we can break that F. I'm front running that overnight low. You can see that delta is really falling off too. Right there, it takes out that contract, front running that. You can kind of see the pause here. You can see if you're looking at that TPO chart that, you could easily bounce from here and start balancing out, heading back towards the POC. I wanted to see it get through these levels. Right there, I'm marking the cash volume profile. They're at volume area low. Is that blue line? I'm just kind of watching those levels, and this is sped up 300 or 3 times the speed of the normal. So it's moving a little faster than it was in real life. And I did mark out the 40 ticks, and then brought my stop down so I could secure at least those 40 ticks. And I just, once we get this low, especially past that value area low in the cash session, I just keep moving that stop down. And right here, it pushes and takes me out right there at the session value area low.